Hello friends, we are here today to discuss CA final FR revision videos में Ind AS 24 that is related party transaction. This related party word you have heard in AS, then you have heard in Ind AS, you are hearing in Ind AS, then Companies Act, then Income Tax Act. Everywhere related party transactions are there. Why? Why relatives have suddenly become so important in life? Now friends, it's a perspective, it's a skepticism which believes that if an organization wants to do any shady transaction for siphoning funds, for inflating their revenues, for doing any such transactions which are not legal or which are not healthy for the organization, or those transactions through which you want to deceive your shareholders or the tax department, such transactions will generally be carried out through your related party, because other parties will not be in a position to do such transaction or will not be interested in doing such transaction. So Ind AS states that you are supposed to disclose who are your related party and your related party transaction, and the standard also says that these are not your related parties. Am I clear? Now, without wasting much time, let's jump into the standard AS24 related party transactions. From exam perspective, this is not a very important standard, but yes, since it's a part of our syllabus, let's recap it very fast. First thing, what is the objective of the standard? To disclose and identify transactions with your related party. To disclose and identify the transactions with related parties. You have to identify your related party and disclose the transactions with related party. Before we enter the standard, let's understand two important definitions. One is key managerial person and second is close family members. Key managerial person means that person who has the power of planning, directing and controlling. It also includes non-executive directors. And family members are, understand, first four: your siblings, your parents, your kids and spouse. Correct? Sorry, your dependent. Your siblings, your kids, your parents and dependent. So this is all yours. Sibling, kids, parents and dependent. Then spouse, spouse's kids, spouse's dependent. Then domestic partner, domestic partner's dependent and domestic partner's kids. 10. I know what you are thinking, but let's come back. We are in India. So these are your related party. Now chartered, so these are your close family members. A related party. Who is a related party? A related party, chartered, can be a person. We are thinking from an entity's point of view. So for an entity, a related party can be an entity or a person. An entity can have two sorts of related parties. One is person and one is entity. A person including his close family members. So wherever I am talking about person, by default his close family members are included. So an entity might have two kind of related parties. One is a person, one is an entity. A person including his close family members. Barobar. Now let's find out person. Person mein there are three situations and entity mein there are five situations. Correct? Which defines relations. So person may related parties can be of three varieties. Person may related party can be of three varieties. Number one, any person who has control or joint control. That means any person who has control or joint control over an entity. Second, any person who has significant influence. Any person who is a KMP of an entity or KMP of the parent entity. Correct? Control or joint control, significant influence, KMP of an entity or KMP of the parent entity. Am I clear? So, few examples are there to narrate. Ram has control, Ram has joint control. Are Ram and so for X Limited, Shyam is a related party, Ram is a related party. Correct? For X Limited, Ram is a related party, control. For X Limited, Ram is a related party, Shyam is a related party, joint control. Are Ram and Shyam related party? We are not interested because Ind AS is not applicable on Ram and Shyam. Sir, फिर भी बताओ, please tell whether Ram and Shyam are related party. No, co-venturers are not related party. But again, I tell you, we are not interested in Ram and Shyam because Ind AS is not applicable on individual, it is applicable on entity. Significant influence. That means Ram has anything more than 20% and less than equal to 50% equity in another voting power. KMP of an entity or KMP of the parent entity. So Ram is a related party of Y Limited also because Ram is a KMP of a parent entity. Ram is a KMP of the parent entity. Am I clear? Now, so three cases. Any person who has control or joint control, any person who has significant influence, or any person is a KMP or KMP of the parent entity, such a person is a related party of the entity. Now, five situations in case of entity. Any entity will be considered related party of an entity if parent and its subsidiaries are related party of each other. Parent and subsidiaries are related party of each other. That means all the members of the group are related. Group means parent and subsidiary. All the members of the group are related party of each other. Correct? Second, if any member of the group has associate or joint venture, if any member of the group has associate or joint venture, then that associate and joint venture is also a related party of the each and every member of the group. Am I clear? If any member of the group has associate or joint venture, then that associate and joint venture is a related party to each of the members of the group. Okay. If that associate has subsidiary or if that joint venture has a subsidiary, then associate and joint venture ka subsidiary is also the related party of the entire group. Now chartered, you will be able to understand. Parent, subsidiary 1, subsidiary 2, subsidiary 3, subsidiary 4. All the case 1, all the members of the group are related party of each other. This associate is also related party of each other. Associate ka subsidiary is also related party of all. This joint venture is also a related party of all. Joint venture ka subsidiary is also a related party of all. Has associate and this associate has joint venture. Then this joint venture is not a related party. Has an associate. This associated is not a related party. So, if any member of the group has associate, then that associate is a related party of all the group. But if that associate has subsidiary, then that subsidiary is also related party of the entire group. But if that associate has joint venture or if that associate has associate, then these two are not related party of the entire group. Am I clear? Yes. Now, associate or joint venture including their subsidiary of any member of group is related party to each of the members of group. That means associate S1, S2 related party. Group, this joint venture and the subsidiaries of joint venture are related party of every member of the group. Correct? A group has an associate has subsidiary, then all three are related party of every member of the group. Small examples I have given for better understanding. Parent, subsidiary, parent has associate. This associate is related party of all. Has three subsidiaries and one of the subsidiaries has associate. This associate is related party of all the subsidiaries and sub-subsidiaries and parent. Subsidiaries, sub-subsidiary. Over here, parent has associate, subsidiary has associate, sub-subsidiary has associate. That is, in all the three cases, they are related party of each and every member of the group. Parent has joint venture and associate. Joint venture and associate are related parties. They are related party of the parent also. Associate and joint venture. Subsidiary has. This associate is a related party of everything. This joint venture is a related party. And this associate and joint venture are also related party. Joint venture and joint venture, they are related party. Subsidiary 1, associate, subsidiary. This associate ka subsidiary is also related party. correct? Parent, subsidiary 1, subsidiary 2, joint venture, subsidiary. This subsidiary is also a related party of every member. Associate, associate, not related party. Co-venturer, co-venturer, not related party. Associate of a person, associate of the above associate company is not a related party. Associate of the above associate company is not a related party. For example, P, S1, A1. A1 is a related party of S1 and A1, P. A1 has A2. A2 is not a related party of S1 and P. Understood? So if this associate had subsidiary, then that's a subsidiary is the related party. Correct? Yes, sir. Let's understand the crux of the standard. There is A limited, there is B limited. How can we say they are related party or not? And there's a company in between. If this company has control or joint control over one, then A and B are related party. This company has control or joint control over A or B, then A and B are related party. So you can jump. So I have got A, I have got subsidiary. So I have got control. Now subsidiary ka whatever relation, can I jump here? You can come in place of subsidiary and decide whether these are your related party or not. So if you have a control, you can place yourself over there and then decide whether they are your related party or not. Am I clear? So to build a relation, for a relation to go further, there needs to be a control in between. First and the third party will be related to each other. Suppose there is A, there is B, there is C. Suppose I say A and C are related. C is a related party of B. Is C a related party of A? If A has control or joint control over B. Oh. So if C is a related party of B, C can become a related party of A if A has control or joint control. That means for A, B is a subsidiary or a joint venture. Understood, sir. So you are there is one entity and this one entity has a related party. That related party of this entity, first entity, second entity, third entity. Third entity is a related party of second entity. Is third entity your related party? Yes, if you have a control over second entity or joint control over second entity. If entity is a common entity in joint venture, then a related party. Joint venture 1, joint venture 2. X limited, Y limited, Y limited, Z limited. That means chartered, two joint ventures are related party if they have common co-venturer. Two joint ventures are related party if their co-venture, if they have a common co-venturer. Common entity includes subsidiary and parent of Y limited. That is, I told you by default that joint venture Y, if Y has a related party, include subsidiaries and parents of Y limited. So two joint venture are related party if they have a common co-venture. So three cases we have done. All the members of the group are related party. If any member of the group has associate or joint venture, then that associate and joint venture, including their subsidiaries, are also related party of each and every member of the group. Correct? Third case. Two joint ventures are related party of each other. Two joint ventures are related party of each other if they have a common co-venturer. Case 4. A person has control. Chartered case 4. A person or entity has control or joint control in one entity and then control, joint control, significant influence or KMP of another entity. Then these two entities are related parties. I'm an entity, I have a control over here. Correct? And I have a control, joint control, significant influence or KMP, then these two are related party. This is very simple. If a person or entity has control, joint control over one entity, including subsidiary by default, I told you know that if you want to check the third party, there has to be a control in between. Control, joint control, significant influence, KMP of another entity, then these two are related party. So if a RAM has control and control, then these two are related party. RAM has joint control, related party. RAM has significant influence and control, related party. Significant influence, not related party. Because you are seeing like this, how people see control over here, control, control or joint control, significant influence or KMP. So they say the related party. Now I drafted it a little different. I have got significant influence and control. Are they related party? Yes. Joint control, are they related party? Yes. One place may control another. Don't look it from this side to this side only. So you can look at it, because in my diagram it is from this side to this side. It can be this side to this side. No. I could have placed this part over here and this part over here. So control over here and significant influence over here. हाँ, control over here, significant influence over here. चलेगा? Yes. But both the places significant influence नहीं चलेगा. One place में control or joint control, another one hand में control or joint control, another hand में anything. अच्छा, Mr. A. So when I am saying Mr. A, I include his close family members. Control over X Limited, KMP in Y Limited. X and Y are related party. Mr. A, KMP in X Limited, KNP in Y Limited. No, control, not related party. Significant influence, KMP. No. Control, KMP, related party. Am I clear? Yes or no? Now, correct charted? Now, case 5. An entity has established another entity for post-employment employee benefit. That means I am Wipro and I have started another entity which manages gratuity, provident fund, pension ka fund. So that is basically managing employees ka post-retirement schemes, gratuity which I am supposed to pay, provident fund which I am supposed to pay, pension which I am supposed to pay. That pension has to be invested. Then that investment needs to be sold at a time. Then the retirement benefit ka payment has to be done to employee. For that, I have created a separate entity only. That entity is my related party. Am I clear? So 5. Correct? Your related parties are group member, associate, joint venture of any member in the group. If you are a common co-venturer, then joint venture are related party. If your associate and joint venture are related party of each other, entity has joint control over X, and second, then you are PEP. If you ask me, all the members of the group, yes. If any member of the group has joint venture and associate, then they are related party, including their subsidiaries. Case 3, if a joint venture, two joint venture are related party if they have a common co-venturer. Correct? If I have control or joint control over one entity and another entity may control, joint control, significant influence or KMP, related party, and your post-employment employee benefits. Am I clear? Following are not related parties. So apart from what I said, the followings are not. Fellow associates, no. Co-venturers, no. One customer, no. One supplier, no. Government company, no. Single selling agent, no. Your distributors, no. Your financiers, no. Your trade union, no. Entities having common KMP, no. So I've got KMP here. So X Limited का KMP RAM, Y लिमिटेड का KMP राम, X and Y are related parties? No. So fellow associates, co-venturers, common KMP, not a related party. Single customer. So first three are simple. Fellow associates, co-venturer, common KMP, not related party. Major customer, major supplier, not related party. Agents, financiers, trade unions, government company are not related parties. Am I clear? Yes or no? Now, so you understood what are related party. Now related party का disclosure. इसमें क्या लिखा हुआ है? Category 1, Category 2. Related party relationship will be disclosed even if there are no transactions. That means subsidiary का, if subsidiary के साथ you do not have any transaction, still you are supposed to disclose relationship with your parent or subsidiary. Related party relationship will be disclosed even if there are no transaction between them. Example, relationship between parent and subsidiary. Even if they don't have any transaction, you are supposed to disclose. What you are supposed to disclose? Disclose name of the parent, ultimate parent, or next most senior parent. Now, this is parent, subsidiary, private, S4. S4 के लिए immediate parent is S3. No. Immediate major parent, that is listed. So S2 is the senior most parent of S4. Applies if ultimate and immediate parent, are not listed. You are supposed to disclose the name of your parent. S4 के लिए S3, private नहीं चलेगा. Ultimate parent, P नहीं चलेगा. Then senior most is S2, listed parent basically. Understood? सर ये थोड़ा नया लग रहा है. हाँ नया है. पेरेंट S1, S2, S3, S4. इमीडिएट पेरेंट प्राइवेट नहीं चलेगा. अल्टीमेट पेरेंट प्राइवेट नहीं चलेगा. सीनियर मोस्ट पेरेंट ईयर. इफ दिस वाज आल्सो अनलिस्टेड देन S1. So but if this was listed then P. If this was listed then P. Now relationships will be disclosed only if there are transactions. Parent subsidiary में no transaction required, but other relationship में transactions required. What you are supposed to disclose? Name of the parent, nature of the relation, any of the 8 cases, nature of transaction, amount of transaction, provision for doubtful debts if he is your debtor and there is a provision, guarantee given on behalf of related party, payment of remuneration to KMP. All these things you can see a dicey transaction. Related party is a government entity or its subsidiary. If a related party is a government entity or its subsidiary or associate or joint venture, disclose name of the government, nature of relation, nature and amount and significance of transaction. Do not disclose the transaction, exact outstanding balance, how much you are supposed to receive from the government, and commitments, what government has committed to you. That means they don't want to disclose government secrets. For example, in a country like China, don't you think this becomes very important? So that is it for a related party. So what related party mein first thing, KMP का definition, close family members का definition. Then person में 3, control, joint control, significant influence, KMP of the entity or parent entity. Then entity में 5, all the members of the group, joint venture and associate of group, any member of the group or their subsidiaries. Number 3, 2 joint ventures are related party of each other if they have a common co-venturer. Number 4, if you have a control or joint control over in one and second hand में anything, related party. Last, your post employee benefits के लिए some entity you have created, that is your related party. Fellow associates, not a 2 entities cannot be a related party if they have a common KMP. Correct? Co-ventures are not a related party. Trade union is not a related party. Major customer, major supplier is not a related party. Am I clear? Finances are not a related party. Am I clear? What you are supposed to disclose in case of parent subsidiary, whether the transaction is there or not there, you are supposed to disclose. You're supposed to disclose immediate parent and ultimate parent. If either of the two are not listed, then you're supposed to disclose next major parent, which is a listed entity. And all other relationships you are supposed to disclose so many things. Correct? And chartered government wala. So this is a summary of the AS 18. Thank you so much. See you in the next video with the next standard. Till then, bye bye.